July 27th, 1982 was a great day as Betty and I married on this day. I had only known him since my annual end-of-the-year swimming party for my enriched 8th grade algebra class 7 weeks earlier. He came to pick up his daughter, who was a guest of one of my students. And so began our 31-and-a-half-year marriage. The joke among friends was if you see one, you generally see the other. We worked together and played together, shopped together. We were best friends. This is my story of being broken, not just broken, but broken wide open, broken to the core. Betty had been having some problems. The doctor passed it off as probably an enlarged prostate. As the problems got worse, Betty continued to tell me the same thing. I doubt he ever mentioned this to his doctor again. 7.5 months prior to his death, we went on a cruise. This time he stayed in bed for the most part. Again, the same story. I told him at this time that an enlarged prostate doesn't make you sick. Furthermore, I told him we were going to MD Anderson when we got home. I happened to have a friend in the Rotary Club of Baytown with me, whose wife was a pediatric cancer doctor at MD Anderson. I called him and asked him if his wife could make an appointment with a urologist at MD Anderson. Fortunately, we got an appointment the very next week. After the scans were scheduled and done, we went back for another appointment with the doctor to get the results. Hot spots were in several organs, including the liver. The doctor talked with us about all of them except the liver. When he left the room for a few minutes, I went out in the hallway and I waited for him. I asked him if the one spot he didn't mention on the scan was the liver. He told me yes. I knew Betty wasn't going to make it. Livers don't respond to chemo or radiation very often. At this point, I am broken wide open. I know my time with him will be coming to an end much sooner than I ever dreamed. I closed our landscape and irrigation business because we were in and out of MD Anderson for chemo. He passed away on January 16, 2014, at the age of 67. I am now totally devastated and broken to the core. Buddy donated his body to the University of Texas Medical School, as I will be doing the same when my time is up. This is where my dad and brother both received their medical degrees. After his death, I completely lost interest in everything. The Rotary Club of Baytown and Trinity Episcopal Baytown were everything to both of us. I quit going to both because when I did attend, all I did was cry. I couldn't handle the sorrow because half of me was gone. But he always sat next to me at both, and he was no longer by my side. I did continue as the Rotary District Secretary for several years, and as the decorating committee chair for our Rotary District conferences. Sandy Delmonico and Sharon Rogers were on my decorating committee. I gave both of these positions up several years ago. I knew it was time to move on. Buddy is back at home now and waiting for me to place him in the columbarium. I'm just not quite ready to say my final goodbye, but getting closer. I still think about him over and over each day, but they are happy thoughts. I am almost unbroken. Thank you.